Hi, welcome to Noman Backyard. It's Grandma Jean again, and I'd like to share with you a recipe today. We're going to make Wimpies. This is my favorite time of the year. It's my granddaughter's birthday's coming up, and it's the 4th of July. So I always make Wimpies for her birthday, and we have quite a celebration. So today we're going to make Wimpies, and I hope that you enjoy them. Now here are the ingredients that we have. We have our Hamburg. Please try to get, well, I don't buy 93% Hamburg because it's too dry. So I like to get the 85%. If you buy a lesser amount in percentage, it's too fatty. So here's the Hamburg. It's approximately, maybe 2 pounds. And then we have 1 cup of diced onions. I already diced them. And we're going to have also 1 cup of green peppers. You can use red peppers, you can use green, but I prefer the green. They have a little more taste to them. We are also going to use brown sugar. Now, I would say this is about a tablespoon of brown sugar. Now you can use more or less. And we will need a little salt and pepper, which I already mixed. I would say a half a teaspoon of each. If you prefer less salt, use less. If you prefer less pepper, use less. There's something I want to tell you. If you have the basic ingredients, you have the recipe. Now, if you're like less onions, more peppers, less salt, fine, use it. You're not going to change the recipe. It's going to be to your liking. We also have ketchup. Now we will use almost 8 ounces, almost a cup of ketchup. We will use a little yellow mustard. I would say maybe a teaspoon of mustard, and vinegar. Now, a half a teaspoon of white vinegar. You can use less. It's all up to your taste. So these are the basic ingredients we have. And on the side, I also put a small portion of tomato sauce in case I want to add a little more sauce to my mixture. So these are the basic ingredients that we have. Now we're going to take and we're going to start breaking up our Hamburg. And we are going to fry our Hamburg first. And then when it's finished, we will drain it. Because we'll just put it in the pan and break it up a little as it fries. And I'm using my good old trusty frying pan from 60 years ago.
Oh my. It's older than I am.
It's over the hills.
Oh my.
But that's okay. Okay, our Hamburg is already broken up, and we're getting ready to add our ingredients. Now this doesn't have to be drained because there is no fat, as you can see on the bottom. If your Hamburg is a little fatty, drain it before you add your ingredients. Now we're going to add our half teaspoon of salt and pepper. We're also going to add it's almost a cup of onions. They're already chopped. Now you can use less or you can use more. It's up to your taste, as I told you. You are going to take and fix this to your liking, as long as you have the ingredients. We are also going to add almost a cup of green peppers that have been chopped up fine. I hope this comes out good.
It smells good, I'll tell you that.
Well, we have the ingredients. You know, just mix them around a little bit. Now, what we're going to add next, we're going to add our brown pepper. I'm sorry, our brown sugar. It's almost a tablespoon. So we're just going to scatter that around. It gives it a nice flavor. We're going to use our mustard. Now it says, the recipe calls for a half teaspoon. So here we'll just put a little, we don't want to overpower it with mustard. So that should be enough here. Just take it off. Because mustard can be overpowering.
I didn't know that. So in the condiment family, you're saying mustard can be a big bully sometimes and be overpowering. Is that what you're telling us?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Now we're going to use white vinegar. And that calls for a half a teaspoon also. You can use less if you care to. Let's see, we're just gonna pour, whoops, that's enough. We used our half teaspoon. Gives it a little flavor. There's a lot of ingredients in here, and once they're all mixed through, I think we're going to have a very tasty Wimpy. Now we also have to add, we can't forget our ketchup. The recipe calls for 8 ounces of ketchup. So we're going to pour that in and mix it well. Just stir that around a little bit. As you can see, if you'd like to make less, then all you have to do is decrease your ingredients. But if you make a lot, you can always take and freeze it. Put it in certain containers in your refrigerator, in your freezer, and someday when you don't feel like cooking, well, you'll have your Wimpies already made. Especially in the summer. Okay, now I'm going to turn down the heat a little, and I'm going to add one more ingredient. I have here just regular tomato sauce. Not a cup, just maybe almost a half a cup of sauce in there. Just to give it a little more flavor and a little bit more sauce. And then we're going to mix it up and we're going to let it simmer.
About how long do you let it simmer?
Well, I would say we were going to let it simmer for about a half hour. Well, our Wimpies are done. Now we're going to taste them, and we're going to make sure that they are done. Grandma Jean did it again. These are really good. Now, I hope that you enjoy your Wimpies as much as I have enjoyed making them and sharing them with you. I'm going to take and put some on I'm using slider rolls today. So we're going to take and put some on our slider roll. And you'll notice that they're not overdone with sauce, that it's running all over and dripping out. You get a nice spoonful and it stays right where you put it. I'd like to thank, guess what I'm having for supper? I think I'll have Wimpies, and I think I'll eat yesterday's casserole that I made. It was a pierogi casserole. So that's going to be my supper for today. And I would like to thank all of you for joining in and watching us and helping us each day to bring a smile to someone's face on Gnome and Backyard. And don't forget to sprinkle a little kindness along your way. Thank you.